Welcome to Season 3 of the Casual Camping Podcast, your home for the best camping discussion both in and out of the field. Here are your hosts, Tim and Ade.
Welcome, everybody, to the grand finale. It's the Cozy Christmas Casual Camping Podcast special. I'm Tim.
And I'm Ade. Wow, what an introduction for the finale, Tim. Brilliant.
Oh, man. Only took us like 3 times, didn't it, Ed?
Yeah, shh. We can edit that out. They're not listening.
Oh man. I've noticed on the last couple of episodes, I don't know if you've noticed, but when I laugh really loud, my mic's just cutting out. So I'm hoping Santa's going to bring me a new podcast microphone for season 4, because I think this baby's done 3 years and it's on its last legs.
Oh, talking about last legs, how are you?
I've survived another year, Ed. I'm not dead.
Brilliant.
You cheeky bugger. No, I've done all right this year. Do you know what? We've done amazing. We finally, after 3 years, done a whole season without needing a break for either kind of work, health, emotional reasons, whatever else. It's we properly should be celebrating that. We've done a whole season without a break.
Yep, and I know there are listeners out there that would, hoping that we would have a break.
Yes, please stop, so I don't have to listen.
But yes, we've managed it, and okay, I don't think we've repeated ourselves half as much as we did on that first season.
No, God, yeah, no, we repeated ourselves. We talked over each other, repeating ourselves. It's I'm going to say go back and listen to some episodes, because obviously we're taking a little bit of a break, so you can still get your fix by going back and having another listen, but maybe not go all the way back, because we were proper dodgy right at the start.
Yep. And we've been learning along the way. We've put out episodes that maybe didn't get the traction that we thought they would get. And, I think we've kept it sort of quite fresh. We've kept it quite light-hearted. And please remember that this is casual camping. It's our love of camping, which we hope you enjoy and hear us listening to, and give us your feedback at any time with a mediocre 5-star review. You know the socials that we have, so drop them in there. Do we have any this week, Tim?
No, but I was just going to say what amazing mediocre 5-star reviews we have had this year. We've had more this year than we've ever had in the other years, and there've been some proper corkers, and reflecting your sentiment, really, I just want to say thank you to all our listeners for sticking with us, putting up with us, but reaching out and saying, sending us some really funny mediocre 5-star reviews. The one that's sticking to my head is the tagline, "The Goldilocks of camping podcasts." I mean, it don't get no better than that. Don't get no better than being called the Goldilocks, where 2 little girls in dresses stealing porridge.
I was putting us as the Bears.
Oh. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Well, I believe we do have a mediocre 5-star review.
Is it Dad again? Is it father? Is it mother? She ain't listening.
I have heard that he is listening now.
Oh, God. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Quite likes it as well. So
What's not to like? What's not to like?
So there was this from Elliot.
Okay.
Hi guys, hope you're both well in this weather. Just to say, the latest episode was brilliant. I was in the hospital over the weekend getting a something removed, and lying in my bed last night, laughing so much at the episode, I was worried I'd burst my stitches. Anyway, I think Ade's idea about the barter store sounds great, and any chance to share and swap knowledge, tips is surely a good thing. Glad to hear the Army surplus episode seemed to get the listeners interested. Anyway, all the best.
Oh, that's fab. That's fab. Everybody can write in with suggestions of what Elliot's had removed.
Sorry. I should have maybe cut that. This is live, Elliot. It's live.
I think that's a comedy quiz right there. It's like, yeah. On the 12th day of Christmas, Elliot had removed. Oh dear. No, thank you, Elliot, for taking the time to message. You now wish you hadn't.
Yeah, get well soon, Elliot.
Yeah, get well soon. If you're laughing again with us, hopefully your stitches are all right.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe the doctor should recommend no strenuous laughing.
Yes. Oh dear. Oh, that's really cool. But we've had some brilliant feedback from our listeners this year, and we love every single one of them, don't we? It's whether it's a mediocre 5-star review or even just a comment on some of our socials, it's just nice to have, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. Whether it is, like you said, a mediocre 5-star review, or that somebody's going to purchase something, or is asking for advice. I think one and all, we feel included. We feel like, actually, we're making that purchase, or we could say something about it, or, somebody's out and you see a picture and it's like, nice setup. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I wish I was out. So, that in itself, I think, is what I'm thankful for. That shared, people dip in, dip out. Some people chat away an awful lot. Others don't say much, but it just, what a wonderful group.
It really is a great community, and we've got some serious campers in our socials and who listen, and we're massively appreciative of them doing some of the crazy stuff that we'd never get to do. One of the many highlights of this year was talking to Hugh, who is serious camping podcast person. It's but I think everyone can do it a bit casually in their own kind of way, and even serious campers like to come along on this ridiculous journey of ours to kind of laugh and just relax, because camping's all about being chilled, isn't it? It's all about letting go of all that nonsense that the world kind of puts upon us all, and we can all just sit around a fire and drink some beers and just be a little bit stupid. And we're all just big kids inside, aren't we? We're all just big boys and big girls, and we just like to have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, definitely. The world's a serious place, but we don't want it to be too serious here, unless it's about sharpening and burning things and throwing things and pitching things. Then we can be a little bit serious about it, because we are passionate about that.
Cool. But, yeah. So we were. Christmas is coming, isn't it? Christmas is coming. So
it's on the horizon.
It is. It is almost upon us, and so we decided, as we did last year, really, is to look at some stuff that we really, really want in our Christmas stocking this year. Although some of mine things, they're not going to fit in a Christmas stocking, but I've got 5 things. Have you got 5 things?
I've got 5 things. Well, I have now. I've just written them while you were talking. It's how it happens, Tim. You know it. Our listeners now know it.
Yeah. There is no research in this podcast. It's happening live most of the time. I found mine earlier today. But it was earlier today.
It was, I kind of knew what they were. I just didn't have a list. So I felt that you kind of showed me up that you'd written them down. And I was like, oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to have to write mine down. Otherwise, it's going to look like, basic.
I kind of knew mine as well before today because the things that I have sort of been looking at for a bit, and some of these purchases they will be mine. Some of them will not.
Oh,
some of them. One of them in particular, it's never going to happen. But I would really bloody love it. It's
Are you going on about that canoe again?
I'm hoping that's going to be mine someday. Okay, yeah, so I've got a canoe on my list.
Oh, dear.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was a guess. Maybe you've gone on about the canoe a little bit too much, Tim.
Have I told you about this canoe I want? Oh man!
Once or twice on an episode or two.
Oh god! And you were just saying we don't repeat ourselves this much this year.
That was said with irony. I know we repeat ourselves.
Oh my god! Oh god, that is ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, I'll go first then.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What's number 1 on your list, Tim?
Man.
If only that I know that this is because I'm looking at a screen, but I was about to do like thinking speech, Oh, I wonder whether Tim's like, but it doesn't come across well on podcast. It just looks like I'm speaking to everybody again.
Oh God. So in no particular order, the first item is a canoe. So
Quelle surprise!
Well, I've been probably the consistent thing that's happened this year is I've been on socials, particularly. I've been seeing people who are canoe camping. There's a great guy who we know from the Bushcraft show, Justin, and he's had a new canoe this year, and it's like, yeah, that's really nice canoe. And our great friends from our great friends who I can't remember the name of. Really Good Camping. Our great friends over in Canada at Really Good Camping, Tim Good. They go canoe camping all the time, and just listening to their show and talking to them when we did, it was just like, oh my God, I'd really love to have a canoe on the top of my car just to drive round because one, it looks epic. But then two, to kind of throw it in the water and just go canoeing down a river with your stuff in there. One, you're not having to carry it for wild camping purposes. It's all in the canoe. You just, pull in when you've had enough, pitch up, get a fire going, eat some food, wake up the following day, throw it all in the canoe and just carry on down the river. There's something really magical and lovely about that. So I found a Pelican canoe. It's a Canadian canoe. It's 15 foot long and it's £649, which I think is actually a bargain. And I'd really like that canoe. I know I'm not going to get that canoe for Christmas, but I would like that canoe.
Wow. Well, what a story. Brilliant. You've wrapped it all up there, Tim, in my God, somebody get this man a canoe, for God's sake.
Please, for the love of God.
I mean, you say those canoes. Have you seen those blow-up little boats that you can get that, you like swish through the air and I think, yeah, if you're on a Scottish loch with that and it gets a bit choppy, I'm not sure you feel Whereas you'd look elegant in a
Yeah,
canoe, wouldn't you?
in a proper canoe. Yeah, those inflatable ones, and they don't move very fast. They there's a lot of
The
drag on the
drag,
water
yeah.
with them, so they take a lot of effort. They're really good for a bit of playing around. But if you're thinking of like multi-day trekking down rivers and things, you really don't want to be in some inflatable thing. And I'm sure there's probably people out there who've got inflatable ones and they've done like 8-day treks down the Amazon or something daft like that. But from what I
If
from
the
what I've been
water's
reading.
taking you, if the water's taking you, brilliant. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, well, that's the thing, yeah. But if you've got to do some against the currents or anything like that, or actually if it's just flat, still water and you're canoeing on lakes and things, well, so it's a lot of hard work to kind of move those. So I've read, and I have been reading quite a lot about them. Can you tell? What's what's your first potential Christmas present, Ed?
okay, well, so it's something that's come about in recent years. I first saw them where after the wildfires in Canada and Australia and everywhere around the world
Mm,
that's, you know, banning real fires. And I was, as a pyromaniac who loves a fire,
right.
kind of don't want to be caught short where I can't have a fire. What do you stare at? What do you stare at? Each other. I
Stop
mean,
looking at me, Ed. Stop looking at me.
I mean, everybody will be looking at my setup, but you
Oh,
see where that went.
oh God.
Um, but yeah, so there's a couple of developments out there. One called Howl and one called Ignic.
Mm.
Ignic. I'm murdering it. Ignik. And
You know,
both of them
that's
do.
that's a note to people who are designing products and coming up with names for things. Make it so people can pronounce it. Otherwise, no one's going to search for it, are they? Because they don't even know how to spell it. It's.
Well, I mean, it would have been good if they'd have called it Ignite,
Yeah.
but I guess somebody already had that name, so
Yeah.
they've
Or
gone with Ignic.
maybe it's Nick. Maybe.
No, no, I mean, I did that, and I thought,
No, I
I
meant
don't
it's
know how
like a
to
person.
pronounce.
I meant it's like
Yeah.
a person who's made it's called Nick, and it's just gone.
Oh, maybe.
I'll ignite myself. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe. But I had to go watch a video to see how somebody else pronounced it because I'm a bit thick. Um, Anyway, so the one that I like is the Ignic skillet heater. It's it doesn't look like a normal fire. It's three-sided. It's
Mm,
got extendable legs, so you can get it kind of up to waist height,
nice.
and it's a gas fire basically that gives off heat. And Howl do one that has, they've got a few different ones that have.
I've seen Hal.
Um, and they've got like a how it kicks. It's not just burning gas; it's the radiating heat. So they've
Mm,
got elements within them. And I just thought, you know what? Actually, I'd quite like one of those in my arsenal,
mm.
just to, yeah, I said arsenal, in my kit bag, in my kit shed, um, just in case I find myself on a site where you can't have fires.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good shout actually, just to know that you're always covered. I've seen Howl, I haven't seen the Ignic ones, but I
Uh,
like the idea of them. I like the Howl one. I think they're great, absolutely
yeah,
brilliant, and they're pretty
yeah,
bomb proof, aren't they? I've seen some of the videos of the Howl ones where they really put them through the paces, and they're like strapped to
yeah,
the back of 4x4s and stuff, and
yeah.
they are pretty bomb proof. They look great.
And both of those makes are American made. I think they do ship worldwide.
Mm,
They're, starting from around 350, 400. They do smaller versions of each of those. So Howl have just brought out this year a version 2, which is more compact.
cool.
And yeah, but I just thought, yeah, they're kind of. really thinking outside the box in
Mm.
order to fix a problem. Here in the UK, we don't have that problem just yet, but maybe we will do in the future. So, and there are those campsites that don't let you have a fire.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
those are ideal.
yeah. And like you say, it will come to the UK because our summers are getting hotter. We have had some wildfires this year on the North
Yeah, we
Yorkshire
have.
moors, and there will be vast areas that you won't be allowed to have a fire on. So yeah, I think you need to buy that one, Ed.
Well, it's been in a basket or two. Let's put it that way, Tim. Felt
Oh.
felt like I was in Oliver then. It's been in a basket or two, Tim. Don't sing. We can't have the
Yeah. Oh.
copyrights. Oh God, they'll come after us.
Other musicals are available. Oh God.
Uh,
So my next item is just very practical and quite simple, but I really like these, and it's something I've never sat in, but I would like to. It's a this is by Nemo, and it's a Stargaze. It's got a really catchy name, Stargaze Evo X camping chair, but it's a hammock chair. So
oh yes.
you are completely suspended in a frame. Still folds up to next to nothing, which is incredible, really, when you think about it. It folds up to absolutely nothing, showing you
Wow.
some pictures.
I think Nemo is an American brand. They do some amazing tents,
Mm.
some really good kit.
I uh, I really like the idea of that you're suspended and your hand. The most comfortable thing about hammock camping for me this year was the fact that it was incredibly comfortable, although I got too cold, and it's probably dead to me as a result of that. But the thought of having a hammock chair and just being able to swing and just sort of sway, and I really like that. And because it's North American, it's a little bit wider, so there's actually a bit more room and a bit more comfort to it. I really like that. I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's quite a few chairs out there. The rocker chair that we saw
Mm,
earlier in the year at one of the events that we went to,
yeah,
they were saying that that's like a 100 million, 200 million business just in America this
it
year as
is. It
people
is.
upgrade
Yeah,
their standard chairs.
it was amazing. That had proper pistons and everything to it. I mean, this
Yeah.
this is just a framework that you're kind of suspended from. But I really like it. I like the engineering on it. It is pretty cool, and currently it's on at £140, which, yes, that's a lot for a chair, but I think it looks really cool, and I think we talked about getting the angle right. Well, if you're kind of suspended, the angle's always going to be a bit right because it's your angle for your body, and
Yeah.
I really like it. We never did price on your fires. How much is your fire going to be?
So the Ignic skillet heater comes with a pan so you can cook on top of it as
Cool.
well. So the bundle kit, £384 or 499, I think, dollars.
Mm,
So it's not
nice.
out. It's like a standard fire pit, I would guess,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
with a heck of a lot more engineering in it, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. No, that's similar to like a wood burning stove, isn't it? For a hot tent, a
Yeah.
quality wood burning stove. Yes, you can pick those up a lot cheaper. We were talking about that before we came on, but
Yeah.
no, bargains, bargains. What's your next item then?
Um, you know me, and I love knives, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Um, and I've been hankering after a new knife, and because I like certain knives, the new knife that I wanted is very similar to the old knife, and
Hmm.
it was, the shape of a blade and things. So I've kind of gone off one thing, but still want a new knife, and I have a Leatherman wingman.
Yeah.
has scissors, knife, and a few things, but actually, I've been looking at for years now, and I've never really managed to pull the button on it. But the Leatherman Signal.
Okay. Ooh.
So it's got a ferro rod in it. It's got a sharpener. They're quite tiny, but if
Mm.
you're sort of out and about somewhere, so it's mainly around camping and those kind of things.
Mm.
And really, it's been inspired by you and your Victronox that you take
Yeah.
on every because you never. Whereas it kind of made me think that the uh, Wingman doesn't really have everything I want.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking at it, looking at it now, just bringing it up. Oh yeah, that's got lots of stuff on it. That's got lots of
So I
toys,
think
hasn't it?
19 different things, and it's also got a bit uh, for screwdrivers and
Mm.
various other tools that you can get. And while I love a fixed blade knife, I do also take my Wingman with me quite a lot. And I just
Mm.
thought, you know what? That would be a very good, obviously they've got the pliers, but knives, saws, sharpeners. And I'm also quite addicted to, there's a Facebook group called Leatherman Mod, where
Mm.
they're just like, you can buy stuff on, say, like AliExpress, or people are making stuff and just swapping them out.
That's
So
cool.
swapping bits, yeah, and I was just like, I quite like that. That you actually, how many times do you get a multi-tool and you go, oh well, I like this, and this, but I've never used that bit. And so
Yeah.
there's whole groups of discussions going, well, I have this, but yeah, like, so it comes with a half serrated knife, half normal knife, and the serrated bit is for cutting rope. And I was just like, put a decent straight knife on it for God's sake. But
Yeah.
some people take them off and go, yeah, you can get this knife from here. So
That's really cool. I suppose there's a market there really for companies like Leatherman and Victorinox, Swiss Army knife people to say, actually build your own.
yeah,
We do these standards, but actually if you want to build your own, we'll give you the case that will take, like 10 tools, 20 tools. You could have a different size cases and literally then you can kind of say, well, I'll have these tools and these tools, but I absolutely don't need that. And I'm never going to use that. I've got a fish scaler on mine. I'm never going to use a fish scaler. It's,
yeah, yeah.
it's, you could really sort of build your own, couldn't you? Like build a bear, but build your own,
I tell you, Tim,
multi-tool.
you've just come up with another cracking idea.
I tell you, I'm full of them. I'm full of them. I'm just giving them
Ah.
away, giving them away. But
Giving them away. Uh, I think that's completely right. There's something that I saw on Kickstarter this year called, I think, Winder, and it's kind of like magnets, and you can add a knife to it, add a bike tool, add some pliers to it, and things like that.
cool.
So much bigger than an actual Leatherman or Victorinox thing, but they all go together on the same thing. So you could have quite a few because the magnets just clip together.
Keep it all together. Cool.
Yeah. Whereas because Leatherman have varying different sizes on various different things and they don't do individual bits, you can get replacement parts if you
Mm,
break something, but you have to send it off to them to do.
yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. So this whole mod group is, there's some really
Wow.
fantastic things out there. Um, they're just absolutely brilliant people, ingenious. But yeah, I think you're right. They need to get on the bandwagon of just stop telling people what they should have and let them put them together.
Yeah.
Standardize those sizes, for God's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. And let them create something, or even have something where it's easier to take apart, and you buy a range of tools. More than will fit in the case that you've got. The
Yeah,
main structure of whichever device it is, and you personalize it for the trip you're going on. You know, do I need all of those, or actually can I undo this one clasp and take like several bits off, and
Yeah.
then I'm just taking the ones that I want for that. It's I think there are I think that's a great idea. I've just saved Leatherman and Victorinox. I've literally just saved their businesses for
Uh,
nothing.
I mean, I tried to give James Dyson my ideas about how we could go down the lawnmower route. Now no longer allowed to talk to James Dyson. Or go within 200. I'm only joking. I'd have given it for free or nearly
Oh.
free, maybe a couple of crates of beer every month.
Yeah, and a free vacuum once a year.
Yeah. Cheers, our kid, James.
JD. Oh God. Oh, cool.
But yeah, so yes, I think cracking idea. But yeah, that has come back around and off the back of like, you saying about how you take your Victorinox because it's got something for everything, and you have other knives, but that's always my wingman isn't.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. I know exactly what you mean. Your wingman's lovely. It's just not it's it's not big enough, is it? It just doesn't have
No.
quite enough tools on it.
Yeah, it's got the pliers, it's got a pair of scissors, it's got a knife,
Mm.
and a can opener, I think. It's a pretty good thing, but
Mm.
I'd like a little bit more. And the Signal, I think, is just a brilliant. I think it's one of their best selling ones. So
Mm.
it's
Well,
not
it
too big, but it is big.
comes in different colorways as well, which is always quite nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is some fancy colours.
What price point is that gonna?
Well, if you got it in the Black Friday kind of thing, which is still going on, it's £124.
Nice. You
It,
see?
I mean, significant, but not too crazy.
No, no.
It's not as crazy as the fixed blade knives that we've been looking at this
Oh God,
year.
no, no. I mean, you can go hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds on a fixed blade knife.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great.
But
And
generally, £154 in the UK. I suspect it's cheaper in America, just
yeah,
because that's their homegrown market.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and lifetime guarantee with these things. So, and it's
oh, they've come away from lifetime
oh, have
guarantee.
they? You
They
see,
have.
I'm right. Business is struggling. You see, I have just saved their business by giving them that
Yeah.
idea. But yeah, God, I
Yeah.
didn't know that because they were one of those companies that did proper lifetime guarantee, as in the lifetime of the original owner. It was they would fix it, but God, I didn't
Yeah.
know they'd come away from that. That's a shame.
I noticed while I was going over and over all the different sites to see if I could find it any cheaper anywhere, but £124 is the cheapest I could get. And yeah, I think it's something like a 10 or 15 year lifetime guarantee.
Yeah, yeah, that's just not a very long life.
Well, when we think lifetime guarantee, it's like you own it and I live a long time. So could you fix it for all of those? But no,
Yeah,
it's now the lifetime of the actual item.
yeah. That's a shame, really, because they're kind of saying we built this really great thing, but it's probably only going to last 10 years. It's
Yeah.
10 summers have been used out in the field, which I'm sure it won't because they're really good quality bits of kit. But
Yeah.
that's kind of what they're implying, really, by saying that it'll break in 10 years. But anyway, my next item um, is not an expensive item at all. It's but we're talking of different colorways. This is why I've jumped on this, and we talked about this earlier this year. I really want a Trangia, and
Oh,
A Trangia cooker. So it's a like a methylated spirit burner, isn't it? On a
yeah.
Trangia cooker, weighs absolutely nothing, packs away into itself. But it's really caught my eye again this week looking for stuff for this because they've brought them out in for years and forever. They've just been like aluminium, haven't they? And just sort of silver aluminium color
Yeah.
with nothing. They brought out some black enamel ones a few years ago, but they've brought out a whole color range, and they do a bright orange Trangia 25, and it just looks great. I just really like the look of it because it's just bright orange. It's like my Jet Boil Genesis. It's like my retro kitchen. It
Uh,
would just look brilliant in that retro kitchen. And it's £80. It's which yes isn't to be sniffed at. It's £80, but it's £80 for a Trangia 25, which is a bomb-proof cooking system that works at any temperature. It's got a wind guard and everything else. It's so been used and used and used over the years. It hasn't been upgraded because it doesn't need to be upgraded. It's a solid piece of kit that is reliable and weighs next to nothing. But I just love the fact that they're kind of updating it in the fact that we're just
yeah.
going to do some really bright, vivid enamel colours on this. So that it just looks really cool. And a bright orange one, I just think looks awesome. So
Mm,
I'd really like a bright orange Trangia. I think it would just look awesome. It's
cool.
that is it.
Nice.
This is where you go. That's not orange, Tim.
Ah,
I
looks orange to me.
gotta say, we're both colourblind, so it could be any colour really, but it looks orange to me.
Yeah.
They do it
Yeah.
in bright pink as well, but I don't want it in bright pink.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I
Yeah.
want it in orange. I want it in bright orange. I just think it looks really great, and I've always admired people who have them, and they can cook on them, in any conditions, and it's just really cool. I've never really cooked over a spirit burner or anything
I
like
haven't
that.
either. Yeah.
And they are meant, they're adjustable. The flame's meant to be adjustable, and it's just a nice piece of kit that I'd really like to have a play with. I would like a bright orange Trangia, please, Santa.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, mine is something that I actually own, but I want a replacement. So my Snow
Okay.
Peak blowtorch.
Oh, okay. Is it broke?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been using it for work, and you know what it's like. I've always been one that's like my camping stuff is my camping stuff, and that's my
Yeah,
kit. And I know that when I go camping, I'm going to leave it in my work stuff by mistake.
yeah, yeah.
So it is breaking. The tubular bit that protects the flame a little bit it keeps on slipping down. Don't know what's
Oh
wrong with it.
God.
Why it that's caused it to happen. I've asked Snow Peak if they've got a remedy or any idea, and they've ignored me. They've ignored that request from me.
Yeah, they often do ignore requests for advice to Snow Peak. They're not.
Considering they give so many guarantees on a lot of their stuff, it's
Yeah,
quite annoying.
yeah, yeah.
I wish I
It,
didn't like them so much, but I do.
there's loads of reasons not to like Snow Peak Aid. They're really expensive, and
Yeah.
they ignore you. But again, they probably have a restraining order out against you, don't they? Like
Well,
like
it's
Mr.
like,
Dyson.
oh, file that with all his other questions, will you? That he's asking just for free stuff.
Here he comes again. Here he comes trying to get sponsorship.
Oh God.
But you've always been a
Um,
little bit jealous of the one that you got me because by that time they'd upgraded it and there was an extra handle on it, which does make it a lot
yeah.
easier to hold on to. So I'm not surprised you want to buy a second one, but
Yeah,
you're
and this weekend it's 35 quid, with the
Wow.
25% off. So yeah,
God. Have you bought
yeah,
one?
I haven't. It's on my list,
It's on
and
your list.
yeah. But here's a question: does a present feel like a present if you get the thing that you want, but you've already owned it?
Oh.
It's like it's not even an upgrade. Well, it will be an upgrade because it's got a little wooden handle and stuff. But
I think it would, because new stuff's new stuff, and like you
yeah,
say, that one's a bit beat up, and you're using it for work. So this would be new camping gear that would just go in the camping stuff. So I think that would still
yeah.
be an exciting purchase, and
Phew,
and
phew.
at and at £35, that's an absolute bargain. And everybody knows we love our Snow Peak blowtorches. They are the kings of blowtorches. So at 35 quid, certainly people here in the UK, what the hell are you doing not buying one of those? You want to chuck out that thing for your creme brulee, and you want to get a proper one, proper man's one.
A proper man's one. Only until about, oh, actually, that discount will have already finished by the time this airs. There you go. That sums us up, Tim.
Yep.
Advice to buy one after the discount. Oh my God.
No, people don't come here for proper advice, Ed. Not even shopping advice.
Oh,
Oh
come
God.
on then. What's number 4 for you?
Um, yeah, so I am currently in the market for a new sleeping bag. And there's nothing wrong with my North Face Cat's Meow, other than the fact I've had it a lot of years, um, and it's not a long one. So I fit in it, but I don't really fit it. I can't really always pull the hood up over my head because I'm stupidly tall. And that's always been. But I bought it from TK Maxx years ago. It was in the bargain bin in TK Maxx, and it was 50 quid, and it should have been like 250 quid. So
Wow.
it's been brilliant, and it's been on so many camping trips and so many trips here and there and everywhere, and it is great. And it's been winter camping, and it's rated to -7, so it's an incredible piece of kit. But I've always had that thing where I just don't quite fit, and I'm getting a little bit chunkier in around the middle. Let's just not talk about that. But it's it's quite a tight mummy fit. So I want something that's not a big square one, circa 1987 camping style. But
All the best people have gone back to them, Tim.
I know, but I'm not one of the best people. It's
I've only
so
gone back to it because I also
well,
nearly killed myself in the mummy one that I had just turning over. It was like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
ah.
I have found one that is it's a wide mummy one. So it's still tapered at the feet and tapered at the head, but it's actually more of an egg shape. So it's wider. It's a sea to summit, ascent down sleeping bag, and I really like the fact it's down, because the thermal properties are down. Are great. And my North Face Cat's Meow is brilliant. It's synthetic. I've never had a problem with it. It's great, but it is getting a little compressed, even though when I'm storing it in between camping trips, it's in a big bag, so it's not as much as I can. But just naturally, the more I use it over the years, it is getting a bit compressed.
Yeah.
But I really like the fact that this is, if I can show you an image there. Obviously, all images of these will go on our socials, but
Lovely. Yeah.
it's a really wide-bodied mummy bag, so you could
Yeah.
literally get in the fetal position and be okay in this. You wouldn't have screwed yourself up. It packs.
So they've missed out on a trick there, haven't they? They could have called it Chunky Mummy.
They could have called it Chunky Mummy. It's
Don't worry, Tim. I'll call you it though.
thanks.
Come on, Tim, you chunky mummy.
Oh man, oh man, and I've been so nice to you for the
Oh,
last
you have. I know.
last 2
I'm
weeks.
sorry. I'm sorry. Can't help
The,
myself.
There is one funny thing that I do like about it, though, in
Yeah.
that you can unzip the feet, you can keep the hood over your head. It's got unzips on both sides to put your arms through, and you can wear it like a jacket. I mean, you look like a complete absolute prat,
I
but you
mean,
can.
he looks like he needs a wind glider. He's about
Yeah,
to go off on that.
he does. He does. He looks like one of those fellas had hiding underneath a hang gliding thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you can in the morning you can unzip your feet, you can get your arms out of it, and actually you can just wear it. And I just think it's really great. It's not cheap. It's rated down to -9, so
Ooh.
it's and it does come in a long length, which I definitely would need. And but it's full price. It's £500, but I have found it for 320 on other websites, not Sea to Summit. So it's you can get it cheaper out there if you shop around, but it just looks like a great sleeping bag. I'm never going to spend 500 quid on a sleeping bag. I'm not going to spend 200 quid on a sleeping bag, to be honest. But if I could get another sleeping bag, that's the one I would really like because it just ticks lots of boxes. It's the
Yeah.
right length. It's wider, so I'm not going to get stuck in it, and it's rated down to proper cold for that winter camping that we love. So that's my number four is a new right fancy sleeping bag.
Well, mine, and this is, and I've thought about different prices. So my next one is the Primus
Mm.
Open Fire Spatula.
Okay.
So it's just a spatula, but it's a lovely. It's got a wooden handle, and a lot of the spatulas that are out there, you just can't get underneath stuff. Where this is um, a metal and wood, and yeah, it just looks great. I've got a few other things in my kit bag from Primus, where I've got some tongs and I've got some wooden forks and a nice chopping knife. But
Mm.
yeah, the spatula, yeah, that's it. It's
I
like
found
kind
it.
of almost like a fish slice type thing, but
Yeah.
it looks great.
It does look great. It looks very Japanesey.
Yeah, and their whole range of utensils, I think anybody could not go far wrong with buying anybody
Mm.
anything from Primus because I think design wise, their double burners that they do are
Mm.
kind of cutting edge, and obviously shouldn't be cutting an edge on a burner, but
Wah, wah, wah.
Mwah. um, but yeah, they've just got a really nice design thing, and their stove that they brought out this year, the little stove, I think is just absolutely
Mm.
lovely. So
I just found a Petromax one that's ever so slightly wider, but very, very similar with a
nice,
sort of wooden handle to it. It's
lovely.
equally as nice, but £7 more expensive. So I think you're definitely right going for the Primus one. Primus do make some really lovely stuff. When we saw them at the outdoor trade show in Liverpool earlier
Yeah,
this year, they just had a great stand, didn't they, with some really lovely pieces on it, and it's just well made kit, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. Really, really, really well made stuff. I really like it. Don't know whether I mean it should be available around the world, but there's some
Yeah.
lovely stuff. Go and have a look if you've not ever. Didn't Primus make the original stove? There's
Oh,
always like Primus number 5 brass stove that you can find on eBay. I love old stoves, and yeah,
yeah.
keep on looking at those things.
They've been around a long time, and they do. You can occasionally come across some really cool looking bits of retro kit,
Yeah,
and when you kind of get closer, you go, "Oh yes, that's a Primus. That's
yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
really nice stuff." But again, built to last, built
yeah,
to outlive you. It's stuff that's built to go up a mountain and not let you down when you need
yeah.
it most. And yes, this might only be a spatula, but it won't let you down when you need it most.
Well, just I like kitchen stuff.
Mm,
Might not take it camping, might just stay in the kitchen, but it just looked a nice little thing. And, I'm thinking about price points.
mm,
I speak to lots of people and they don't do a Christmas list or they go, oh, I'm a bit too old for that kind of stuff. But, you know, who wants the stuff that, guide people, give them some ideas, even if it's
yeah.
just saying, well, I could do with some firelighters, or a new, um, you know, stove or, people
Mm,
love to buy good gifts that somebody wants.
yeah. Yeah.
We all waste too much money on buying nonsense where I'd prefer somebody to get something that they actually want. And
Yeah.
yeah, Christmas list, different price points, different things. Yeah.
I'm really starting to wish I'd not bought your Christmas present before now because I could have got away with a 20 quid spatula.
Uh-oh. Might need
Uh,
to add something to yours.
no, no, honestly, you don't. No, I'm not saying I'm not. Don't at all. No, I only spent 20 quid. I'm just saying I could have got you something you wanted, not the shit that I've got you.
Oh. I
I'm joking again. I'm still joking.
don't know. I'm crying now. Oh
Oh
dear.
gosh. So my last thing happens to be a ridiculous price point, but it's a tent manufacturer that I just loved since they came on the market. They do something that is not like anything else you've ever seen anywhere. No other tent manufacturer is doing anything like these guys. And they came out originally with a little two-man tent and then they've just expanded on that and expanded on that. And as their technology has improved, they've been able to do bigger and better tents, and they do proper full-on four-season versions of this now because they've really proven themselves out in the field. And I'm talking about Heim Planet, so HEIM Planet, and they do inflatable tents, inflatable sort of performance tents where the air beams are on the outside of the tent and
Mm,
the tents are then suspended underneath them. And they're literally you can take these up a mountain and they are going to perform. They're just incredible tents. The one that I really like is the what they call the cloud break shelter, and allegedly it's will take up to 7 people. But that'll be people like sleeping top to tail, all squashed in.
sardines.
Yeah, so it's for
Where's my
you
kitchen gonna fit, Tim? Where's my
exactly,
kitchen?
exactly. For you and I, this is a one-man tent.
Good.
But I absolutely love it. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
dome tent, but it's a geodesic dome essentially, and it just looks like something from a sci-fi film where
Brilliant.
it's
Yeah.
been dropped onto
You'd see that
Mars.
on Mars. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just incredible. I love the fact it's got 3 doors as this one, and it's got a porch over each door. So it's just an absolutely incredible piece of kit. All of their kits, all of their tents are just incredible.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with the little 1-2 man tents, but I do really like the cloud break shelter because it's just an epic thing. It would give you so much functionality, but at the same time, you just look awesome putting that up and going, yeah,
Yeah.
this is where I'm staying this weekend. It's
Yeah.
very expensive though. It's £2,850. Yeah, plus shipping. You're not getting free shipping at that. I
What?
know, I know. I just noticed that. I just noticed it says plus shipping. It's like, oh my God, you were joking.
Wow.
You were kidding me. But yeah, yeah, as it says, ready to camp, comes ready to camp, no assembly required. You literally just blow up the air beams. And they're thin, narrow air beams, so they don't hold a ton of air and ton of pressure in them. They're just a really, really unusual and incredible looking piece of kit. It's 15 kilos, so it's nothing that you're gonna literally carry up a mountain.
No.
It's a base camp kind of thing. I think their smallest 2-man tents are quite weighty as well. They're about 3.5 kilos. for a little two-man tent. So you know, they are quite heavy, but just a really cool piece of kit. So Heme Planet, if you've not heard of them before, we'll stick some stuff on our socials, but have a look through their range, because it's just the weirdest stuff, but they've been around long enough that they've proven their performance in really bad weather. So they've now got a proper full 4-season range of their tents as well. So it's cool stuff.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I have seen their stuff before, and I'm always quite amazed by it. I am wanting a airbeam tent, Tim. I am wanting one.
I know, we've talked about that a lot this year.
Yeah, definitely. My last thing, once again, I've gone with something that is maybe not as expensive as yours, but Yeti just recently came out with, no surprise that there's a Yeti thing going on my list. But they've done a ceramic lined mug.
Oh.
Yeah. So for those people that don't like metal as their sort of travel kind of thing, the only real thing is that that's bothering me. It's only sort of like 295 mils. I want something a bit bigger than that, but I think, you know what, my coffee on the morning would go with that. So yeah, I'd quite like to see what that is. A ceramic lined one, which would be a bit like one of those old camping mugs.
Yeah, it is really. I'm just looking at it. They 295 mils. They do it as, which is, you know, it's a mug of tea.
Yeah,
it's a mug of tea. It's
one without the handle. I don't like handle on the Yetis.
I don't understand why insulated mugs people insist on putting a handle on it. It's insulated. It is not going to burn you. The handle is there to stop you from being burnt by holding it. It just makes it really inconvenient to put it down anywhere or put it in a cup holder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one annoyingly, the one without the handle is 236 mils. So you're losing quite a bit there, which is a shame, isn't it? But it is.
I mean, it's half a pint, so it'll do a coffee. But yeah, you know, I quite like that. Or I do cocktails. Boom.
Ceramic cocktail. No, that's cool. How much was that?
I don't know. They're about £25, I think.
Let me go back on to old Tinner Web. So the one with a handle is 30 quid. The one without is 25.
Yeah.
So yeah, not massively expensive. And I've got a big Yeti mug, and I've got a small 10-ounce one as well, and they both come in really handy, and they just live forever. So they handy little things to have.
I've seen people on the Yeti group, and they've got, you know, their collection, and I've often thought, oh, why would you want a collection of all different ones? And yet, you know, as they bring out different colorways, they do quite a squat pint one or a 495 mil one that's like a little fatty kind of one, and I really quite like that.
Yeah, I like that. I've got a number of Stanleys. I've got 3 or 4 different Stanley mugs. They're sort of pint stein, and their mug with a handle, and another one. It's sort of the round bottom one. It's which is for cocktails. You know, so I can see where people come from. They do. You know, it's quite easy to have a bit of a collection and have a bit of a range, and then you select which ones are suitable for that trip.
Yeah,
you know, it's pretty cool. No, I think we've found some nice stuff there, Ed.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at the time, and we've waffled on for quite a long time here. So, should we go for a minute mindfulness before coming back and saying our goodbyes?
Yeah, well, don't make sure they come back. Come back, everybody, after the minute mindfulness.
Welcome to the Casual Camping Minute Mindfulness. Let the sounds of nature take you back to the camping field.
When's our next trip, Tim?
Oh, I
Early
know.
January. Early January. I think there's going to be a few in January, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I've got my mate Matt is desperate for a winter camp as well. He's desperate for snow, so we're trying to keep weekends as free as we can in January in case there's one of them in the UK that looks like the weather's going to come in nasty, and we can get somewhere quite quickly and easily to get camped in the snow. So I think it's definitely going to be a January winter camp trip
Brilliant.
for us. So that'll be really great. Get a few of us on that. It would be really really nice to get a few of us all winter camping. But
Mm.
but yeah, I can't believe we've managed to finish season 3. This is the 43rd episode of the year, which is just bonkers. This is going out live on the 5th of December, the first Friday of December. So we will be coming back to you the first Friday of February with season 4. And
Yeah.
I'm just really grateful to you, my brother, for sticking with this. I think we both wobbled a couple of times this year, and I've got a bit of tiredness towards the end of this season, but you've spurred on with some new sort of energy to keep this machine going, and you
Well,
know,
I'm thankful also for you because I think without you and your editing or getting it uploaded and yeah, just doing all the things that you do, you've taken the lion's share of some of that in the last bits of this year. So we'll come back next year bigger and stronger and yeah, with some new ideas.
mm,
And I'm thankful for the listeners
yeah,
because, I was talking about the podcast to family members and they were like, what, you've got that many people listening to you talk about your nonsense and your camping? I was like, yes,
yes, we do,
yes, we
unbelievably.
do. And so, yeah, thankful that, people do. And yeah, those people that are in every week, those people that dip in and out and see whether or not we've changed anything, just, really grateful that people are
Mm.
still here. And, yeah, next year we're gonna see if we can change it up. There'll be a bit more repeating, I'm sure, because you know what? Campers do the same thing. So we will be going over old ground. We will be maybe talking differently about certain things, or we might have some new kit and some
Mm.
reviews. We're
I
definitely going to get out to those shows.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable that we'll cover old ground, but with a new insight and stuff that we've talked about in the past. Cooking and things like that. Well, just in the time that we've been putting this podcast out, cooking alone, we've completely changed how we cook.
Yeah.
We've really expanded what we're doing. The equipment we cook on, we've completely changed and expanded what we're doing. So there's always going to be new stuff, even if we're kind of repeating some of the topics that we might have looked at. There'll be new insights to it. But we'll sit down in January. We'll have a bit of a refresh and we'll have our AGM and decide what we're going to do for you guys and girls next year. But you know, let's just say thank you very much. Have a
Thank you
have a
very much.
great Christmas. Have a brilliant New Year, and we'll see you on the flip side. I've been Tim.
I've been Ade.
Casual Camping Podcast accepts no liability and does not officially recommend any products or endorse any techniques discussed in an individual podcast episode or shown on Casual Camping Podcast social media accounts. Individuals should make their own informed decision and risk assessment of any products or advice prior to any purchase or use.